Hey, Destiny pilots. This is Mike here, the founder of Destiny Engine and the Astral Atom Network. And I purchased Mantak Chia's new wealth creation course. And I've been trying out some of the things in the course that are really interesting. And I bought his course straight away because I had followed him for his kind of sexy information about like retention for men and stuff like that, and how to circulate the energy. And he has a greater healing system called the Universal Healing Tao. So he's quite the prolific Qigong master. And this one, like, I didn't even think twice about it. It was 49 bucks, and I wanted to see what he had to say on the subject. And it amounts to different ways to charge up your solar plexus. And I'm not going to give away the show out of respect for the great master, but I would encourage you to also check out his course if you have the means, and even if you don't have the means, because it's about, you know, it's not really a catch 22, because you should make your money back if he's if it's the real deal. So it amounts to how to get more gold in your aura, how to charge up your solar plexus, and there's a secret technique that he says is the most powerful way, and that is creating this amplifier out of a hexagon in your abdomen, and then you can use it to charge up your goals and bring success in business and in the right relationships to get the deals done. So there's a very uh, intricate way of creating this amplifier internally that I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. Go check out his course. But therein, there's another method for charging up the solar plexus where you make a literal potion out of lime juice, and I just made it. It smells like a skinny margarita, and I just got back from rollerblading outside. I can't wait to try this thing. I'm so thirsty, but I can tell already that it's gonna hit the spot. It smells really good. But yeah, it's a specific mixture involving fresh squeezed lime juice. And the reason for that, because we've talked about the yellow color in your aura already, but you look at a lime, it appears green, and the juice is white, but the energetic aura of the lime is actually gold. So it's a golden drink, and that's why it's great for charging up your solar plexus. So I'm gonna go drink this thing, and I'm just gonna sit with it for a bit, and I will let you know how it goes. All right. Wow, that was really uh, overwhelming in its potency. Yeah, I feel the yellow color. I see how it can affect your aura. I feel like mine was changed almost immediately. Yeah, that's good stuff. Definitely good stuff. But yeah, um, I've just been really focused on financial freedom lately, and I've looked at the seasons from a Taoist perspective a lot in the last few years. That each season is an element. Spring being wood, and summer being fire. Late summer is earth, and then fall is metal, and then winter is water, and back to wood in the spring. And I had a lot of poverty during my startup phase. was on food stamps and stuff, and it was just an uncomfortable time, especially the winters, because we would bust ass all year round, and then wintertime would come, and there was still no money to show for it. And it was just a miserable, dark winter because everyone else seemed to be celebrating the holidays. So it's not like you could cut deals, you couldn't get people on the phone. They were just in Christmas and Thanksgiving mode. And then it was late February or March before you could really do anything business wise. So this year for the Astral Atom Network, we've done super well, and we're active on 4 channels. We run a private community. We launched the Destiny Engine app, and I'm super thankful for all of you and how far we've come, and just the number of people who are resonating with our messages, and they've said that we've helped them in ways that I never imagined when I first built the AI software to make videos. It was just a money-making idea, and spirituality was my interest. But to actually have this opportunity to focus on what we are passionate about was meditation, spirituality, the esoteric arts, occultism, and like now I have the time, having been fired from day job in March, to go deep and practice and study, both for myself and to share with y'all. I couldn't be more thankful to finally be here in life. And yeah, we've been hustling. Yeah, like Destiny Engine. This is the first time that I've built an app that had users, like actual users outside my immediate circle, or B2B sort of users. And I'm so stoked that people love it and that it's working for them. And it is turning out to be more than I bargained for. That it's almost a kind of prayer machine, especially when you take into account that when people meditate together, or when they gather in prayer chains and focus on the same goal, same outcome, the operation is a lot more powerful. So in a roundabout way, we're all sort of aiming for that ascension, those of us on the engine. And I'm so stoked to see how many hundreds of active users there are in just a couple of months since we launched, and the number of emails that we've gotten that say that this has been the game changer for them. And I love getting those emails, those success stories. We've been trying to compile them as best as we can, so we can show people that might be on the fence about it, or may just think I'm some kind of charlatan. Like, what's happening to people who use it. I'm equally fascinated by the people that flame our inbox, the people that get pissed off about our offering, whether it's the information products or Destiny Engine. Uh, we have a bunch of fence sitters who are real skeptical that um, they'll they'll dig everything out that they can about me or about Destiny Engine or the Astral Atom Network before dropping $1 to see what it's about. It's kind of broke mindset shit, if I'm being honest with you. But they'll they'll ask about our corporation, our holding company, that's exists as a liability shield and a vehicle for me and my partner to handle the costs and day-to-day operations, and to be able to have a shared checking account for this company. We call it Wicked Wabbit, and we have people who email us and tell us how unspiritual we are because the name of our holding company is Wicked Wabbit, or the people that'll get to Destiny Engine, check out the terms and conditions, and they'll be scared shitless that there's all these health disclaimers that we put in there that, and of course, the earnings disclaimer, we don't guarantee that this is going to change anything for you whatsoever, or that you're going to turn your finances around. Like, obviously, an audio app and a small scale conscious creator like me cannot guarantee you any type of result, whether it's for health, wellness, relationships, or that's the big three: health, wealth, health, wealth, and relationships. And it doesn't constitute professional advice. All the typical legal stuff, and stuff like if you're prone to having seizures or you have a history of mental illness, you probably should not be programming yourself with AI, and you should talk to your doctor first. Because if we made those sorts of claims, we would have to get licensed in all sorts of areas. We'd have to be literal doctors, and then we'd have to have like all types of insurance and shit, and we can't be liable for what people do with it. It's user generated content, right? So it's exists as a catch-all so that we can continue to provide this for you guys, and that if somebody hurts themselves by being a dumbass, that they can't sue us because we said, like, basically we're giving you this as a free service for your entertainment only, and don't be a dumbass, because this was declassified CIA tech. So use at your own risk. I mean, this is a free country. This is America. You should be able to do with your brain what you want, but don't come knocking on my door. And we're super upfront about binaural beats and how deeply they can penetrate into your mind. I mean, I've been waking up every night, either late night or very early morning, whereas I'm drifting off to sleep, I'll be in that hypnagogic state, and I'll literally be someplace other than my bed, and it'll feel real, it'll look real, it'll be, some other real place, but it's not the place that my body is in. And then I'll snap back and go, whoa, I was in between worlds just now. And that's from listening to the theta sorts of tracks, by the way. If you want to dig into those in the engine, look for the theta state. But yeah, we get people read the terms and conditions, go, what on earth? Like, I don't want any part of this. Well, the thing is that big corporate does all this kind of hypnotism to you without your consent and without your knowledge, and they knowingly and intentionally violate your psyche, and you're never going to sue them. And if you do, you're never going to win, because the pockets are deep and they're too shielded, and they got too many layers of bureaucracy protecting them. And there's no way you're going to prove damages if you saw something on television, like you watched a violent movie and then you went and did something violent yourself. There's no way that you're gonna like sue Hollywood, or some damaged party is gonna sue Hollywood because you watched a violent movie and did something to them. It just isn't gonna work. But they are using very underhanded techniques to get you into a receptive hypnotic state and to sell you things that are not great for you and to bend you to their agenda. Everything from the refresh rate of the screen to the spinning icons and tickers on the news channels, and how often they flip the camera angle to keep you passively engaged. It's all by design, and it's layers and layers of hypnosis, and it's not for your benefit. Did you think it was? Whereas somebody comes around once in a generation and says, you know what, I'm going to hand you the keys to your own mind. I'm going to give you root access to your console. I'm going to give you the ability to enter hypnotic states at will and then program yourself with behaviors of your own choosing, so you can be the kind of presence that you wish to be instead of who they want you to be, and be more of who you really are. And I get dumped on for that. Not by everyone. Most people love it, but then they're the people who really need a spirit exorcism that get triggered by this. There was one that I actually banned from the system the other day, who I put a brand new social feature with the intent that people could share their discoveries, because I'm just beginning to figure out the potential of this thing, and people are coming up with things that I never thought of. So I wanted a chance for just sharing what we learned together. And this guy talks to the AI reality engineering chatbot. It's literally just an AI chat with special instructions how to construct a meditation within our software. And it asks him, like, what intensity do you want the instructions to come with? And he said 10, which, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, pick 10. Then you start to get instructions that are edgy. You know what I mean? Like, they're not necessarily good for all time zones, and they may trigger some people. And then he wound up triggered by it because the affirmations told him that he is literally God, which is a valid Gnostic point of view, or Buddhist point of view, or Nirvana, or Satori. There are all sorts of traditions where people get enlightened and they realize that they're literally God. And then he starts to make assumptions about what kind of person I am by the responses that he's getting from an AI. Because then he played with it a bit more, and I guess it told him that like he is God in drag, or something like that, or like God is a drag queen. Uh, it's kind of, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way too. I wouldn't want to listen to a meditation like that. But no, he assumed that I put all sorts of bias in there to make God into a drag queen. But it's an AI chatbot. You can make it say whatever you want it to say if you know how to use an AI chatbot. And it being the mirror that it is, maybe that's something that he had going on in the closet. Who knows? But yeah, then yeah, he wanted to leave immediately, and I had somebody else. Uh, I was I was on a date with my girlfriend for 2 hours the other night, and it's a Saturday night, and somebody's blowing up my phone. He said, I bought your book and I didn't get a copy, and I demand a refund in 1 hour, or you need to respond within 1 hour, or give me a refund, or I'm calling the police and I'm reporting you for being a fraudster, and I'm going to take down your business. And I'm going, what the heck? In what universe is there 24/7 round the clock customer service for an information product on a Saturday night? Yeah, like, I'm not the victim here, but I kind of feel bad for this guy, because we've worked together before. We've corresponded. He had some of our other products and seemed to be happy with them, and then all of a sudden, like, over the span of 2 hours, like, he's sending these abusive emails, and that we need to get back to him within an hour, or we're gonna be he's gonna turn us in for being fraudsters. I said, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Just go away. Like, here's your money back. I don't need your $20 that badly. If you're gonna lose 2 hours over $20, you're not my kind of person anyway. But yeah, like, when you give people, my point is, when you give people a remote control to their own mind, you start to see, if they accept the remote control, they're gonna flourish, and they're going to develop into something really amazing, like the best version of themselves. Their angels start to shine through, and they start to experience synchronicity in their lives. But then if somebody rejects the remote control to their own mind, imagine that. You hand somebody the keys to their own mind, that you can program yourself for whatever you want, and you get objections like these: oh, the terms of service, or oh, you didn't respond within an hour, so therefore you're a fraudster, or oh, I don't like that your name is Wicked Wabbit, and I just have a bad feeling about you after viewing the terms of and conditions. We get hit with all sorts of people's demons. Like, inadvertently, we have to process their energy. Like, me and Lily personally, like, have to process people's blockages every day when they hurl abuses at us, because we have a $20 product. It's very interesting what comes out of people, and if you can get over those types of things, you have the possibility of getting very wealthy and very healthy. And you know what happened to the boy who suddenly got everything he ever wanted? He lived happily ever after. So yeah, I've been thinking what I want to do with this series, and probably over the next week or so, I'll start doing the gateway tapes. I've heard about them from a number of different people that um, like they were part of MK Ultra. You know, some branch of that, some offshoot. And when the gateway tapes surfaced on YouTube, and these individuals heard it, they actually recognized the voices on the tapes from their childhood. One of the individuals had a neutral feeling about it, and the other was very turned off by the voice. Like there was some trauma associated with having listened to the gateway experience as a child. So there's probably something else going on at that time. But yeah, I just thought it interesting that two people I know that happen to know each other through our private community both reported the same thing at having found the gateway tapes later. They actually recognized the voice, even though they hadn't ever listened to the gateway tapes before. That they remember. So there's some fractionation, dissociation of awareness that happens in these mind control programs. But I want to go through them and just report on here my experience of what happens, and hopefully use that to empower our Destiny Engine clients to get a better Destiny experience. So yeah, maybe I'll do a night by night log of that. Let me know in the comments if you have done the gateway experience and what happened to you and how to go and any tips. So if you found value in this video or you like what we do, it would help us out a ton if you like this video, and subscribe to our channel. We're going to do a lot more stuff like this. I'm going to try to report on everything that happens here at the Astral Atom Network, keep you in the loop, and give you the best information that there is about health, wealth, relationships, and tying it all up in the ascension process. So that's it. See you next time.